Hello, hi. I'm in my hotel in Los Angeles at the moment, post E3, trying to pack, leaving tomorrow. It's really messy. I thought I would give you my roundup of all the best things that I saw at E3 because there are so many. I'm actually gonna have to have a book with me to do this because I've forgotten everything. First things first, Cyberpunk 2077. So of course, you guys know, it's the guys CD Projekt Red who make The Witcher, and they're making this, you know, Blade Runner-esque kind of noir, sort of RPG story. We saw a trailer for it, looked really cool. The other trailer they played out actually at E3, I was like, it looks a bit like Bright. I wanted it to be kind of, you know, dark and gritty and rainy and stuff. But after seeing 1 hour gameplay behind closed doors at E3, I'm just not worried at all anymore. It looks freaking spectacular. So the coolest things about it, like, first of all, the city itself is like really densely populated, looks really interesting, has borrowed loads of styles from different cities. So I was interviewing one of the guys and he was basically saying he wanted it to be like every person who played it from a different country would feel something familiar about the city. So there's bits of Barcelona in there, there's bits of London, there's bits of Tokyo, there's lots of different things in there. So yeah, and it just looks like a really cool, realistic future city, which is amazing. So there's that. One of the things I like most about what they said was that there's no class system, that because I always kind of hated that like, at the start of a game, you're like, I don't know how I'm going to play this game, but now pick your decision, who are you going to be? And it's like, actually, I don't know. I'm going to figure this out as I go along. So there's no class system. You do get to pick a background story that's going to affect the outcome of your character. All of the quests themselves have multiple ways of doing it with ramifications throughout the universe. That's also really interesting. The clothing I thought was incredible, and I asked the guy, I was like, so, I mean, are you doing merch? You should do merch. You should make these leather jackets. They look really cool. And he said that he was talking about sort of like the character designers for the game, and I was like, yeah, but it's one thing being a character designer, it's another thing being a designer, like a clothing designer. And he said on staff they actually have clothing designers designing all the outfits, which I think is pretty very cool. I think that's really cool. So I really like that. It really weirdly, but in a good way, because obviously it's first person, they wanted to immerse you in the story and the experience. Obviously The Witcher is third. But there was a bit in the demo where basically you cut to third person, like you wake up and she's basically in bed having like slept with someone, and this guy like waffles out and you kind of see the apartment and it plays out a bit in third. So I quite like the switching between first and third. I thought that was quite clever. So yeah, it just looks super cool, and it's just so seamless from one bit to another, and they were definitely playing it live. Anyway, I didn't think I could love it more. I do actually love it more. The Last of Us 2 new trailer, oh my god, so many feels. We know what we're gonna get. We saw some gameplay as well, and it looks kind of more of the same, but you know what, it's all about the story for me with that. I'm very, very excited. Death Stranding as well, that looks incredible. I've got a theory about the world, but this video, it will be 20 minutes long if I try and explain it, but that looks really interesting. I still don't really know what's gonna happen, but I really wanna play it. That looks cool. I got some hands-on with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which looks so pretty, looks really pretty. I just went for like a wander around. That looks great. Obviously it's Assassin's Creed, it's gonna tick some boxes for people out there. Didn't see any of Anthem, so I have no idea about that one. What else? Fallout 76. The stand, the Bethesda stand was amazing. They had this kind of escape room thing that they were doing, which was really, really cool. If you saw my Insta stories, and if you missed my Insta stories, I've actually highlighted them on my page so you can actually go through and see all the pictures that I took, because it's going to stay up there, because there were a lot. I've like taken like 100 photos on that story. It's quite long. But that's really cool, and it just looks really pretty. It's not all that kind of browny colour that basically Fallout was for ages, so it looks really shiny and really nice and really punchy. I got some hands-on with Rage 2, really like the original game. Very interested to see how this one was going to play out. What I liked most about the original Rage, though, was the very tight corridors that you went down, and the wing stick, obviously. But this feels a bit wider, like the play area feels a bit wider, a bit more shooter width. And I was playing through this first bit and I was like, and the assault rifle was just like a wet slap, basically, to like these, you know, cannon fodder. And I was like, this is a bit boring, it feels like, because part of Rage was you just kind of went through and you're like, ah, the guy's around a corner, and then, oh, shoot him in the face. which I loved. Then I got the shotgun and I was like, ooh, okay. It's like really overpowered and really fun to shoot people with. And then I was like, okay, well if I have the shotgun all the time, then maybe it'll be okay. But I don't know, they're quite wide. And I don't know how much of the open world I'm really that bothered about, just because that was not the funnest bit. I liked how light it was in the original Rage. I don't know if I want to go any deeper than that. I don't know. It looks really pretty. It's very punchy colours. So much shiny and punchy colours this year. I've also noticed, and I'm going to coin this phrase first, post-apocalyptic pink. 100%. Post-apocalyptic pink. So we have millennial pink, right? Which is that kind of pastel-y, like Miami grade pink, right? Post-apocalyptic pink is the next pink. So Rage had it, Cyberpunk had it. It's that kind of like bright neon pink. It's like in everything, that kind of like warm neon glow. That's gonna be really big. I decided it's gonna be really hot this year, but post-apocalyptic pink. So that's cool. Oh, what else do I see? Elder Scrolls 6. Obviously we don't know anything really about it, but I'm gonna completely and totally play that because, oh my God. Again, looking so pretty. So pretty. What else? Doom 2, obviously going to be really, really great. What else do we see? Oh, Beyond Good and Evil 2. That looked super cool. It's kind of like if like a Studio Ghibli movie, you know, like Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away. Like instead of them being fascinated with Europe and the past of Europe, which is what they are, a lot of those movies, like stylistically. Imagine if they stopped being obsessed with the past but got obsessed with the future. Because it's like got this whole vibe of like Porco Rosso in it. And I don't know, there's something that's quite like Japanese whimsy about it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. That should be super fun to play when we actually get to play it. What else? Oh, I played some Spider-Man, which was good, but I mean, it was really fluid. It felt really nice to go around, but it depends. It feels a lot like Batman kind of Arkham series, which is fine. But then what are we gonna be doing? Is it just gonna be like that? Because if it is, I'd rather be Batman. Oh, I saw some hands-on with Dreams, which looks really, really cool. It'll be interesting to see what people kind of come out with that. I wrote so many Cyberpunk notes, but it was like all in the dark. It's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. I suppose one of the most interesting things was Microsoft kind of chucking money and buying up all those studios. Obviously, we're not going to see anything yet coming out of that, but that's interesting. It sort of felt like maybe they should have done that a little bit sooner. I mean, unless it's all under wraps, I don't know. That could be really, really interesting. And they killed it really at the press conference. Bethesda also really killed it. I really enjoyed that press conference. I was like, I will play everything you're talking about. Thanks, Bethesda. Crackdown, just not that fussed. Not that fussed about it. Ooh, I tell you what I played that I really enjoyed. Forza Horizon 4, because now it's set in England, which is gonna be really, really fun. So it feels really familiar. But yeah, my top ones are definitely Cyberpunk. Like, I cannot wait to play that game. I just want to live in a dystopian future. Why can't I live in a dystopian future? I mean, I live in London, but it's not dystopian-y or future-y enough for me. I can hear all the people outside at the pool. I was doing it. I got a little bit brown, a little bit freckly. But yes, back home now. Back home now. I'm very tired. I don't know what I'm doing next week. I have no idea. I'm going to worry about it next week though. I'm trying to think if there's any games that I've missed. I can't really remember. I feel a bit delusional. I have no idea what day of the week it is either. Very odd. But yeah, it's been a really good E3. I'm really excited about what's going to come out for the gaming show. Really excited for you guys to see that. Of course, Resident Evil 2. Oh, it's really pretty. I really want to have like a bunch of people over and just play the game together. I might hit up Aoife and just do it for like a night, because it'd be really funny. That's how I played all the Resident Evil games. It was always like a squad of us playing it and taking it in turns, and then someone sort of like steering the ship a little bit and saying like, no, don't go there, oh God, sorry. Yeah, I'm excited for that to come back, because that was a game I really, really, really enjoyed. And I loved how the storylines split up and stuff. I thought it was so clever at the time. So yeah, those are like my favourite Resis, really. So that's really cool. Got some hands on with that. We went down this corridor, like experiencing, and got chased by zombies, which is also on my Insta stories as well. I was like, Stefan, stop being such a girl, what are you doing? And then went around the corner and this thing just went, and then I freaked out and swore quite a lot. They put it up on like Newsbeat's kind of social, and they had to just bleep quite a lot of what I was saying out, basically, because it was sweary. You can't do that for the BBC. Yeah, I'm excited for this year's gaming shows. There's gonna be like a load of them. They're gonna be really interesting and really cool. So, yeah. It really is, I do love coming to Los Angeles. I forget how much I love E3. It's really fun. And everyone's just so excited and so happy to play games and see what else is coming out. And it just really feels like this year, it's just games. But so many good ones. Normally I'm sort of like, yeah, I'll play that. Oh, realistically, I'll play that. And you have like a few in your head, ones that you want to play. But this year I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna have time to play all these games. Like genuinely, it's like the standard has just like hit this kind of sweet spot, but without it being exactly the same thing over and over again. Like it feels like the perspective is shifting. I don't know, it just feels a bit wider than normal, but wider but good. With some girth, basically. It's got some good girth this time. Yeah, anyway, so I hope you enjoyed my E3 roundup. Any questions, just hit me up and I will see if I can answer them. I didn't get too much hands-on because, you know, working or whatever, but yeah, let me know. Thanks, see you later. I'll see you in England when I get there, whenever that is. I still have to pack. I've got, wait, actually let me show you. I've got so much rubbish merch. I'll show you what proper merch I've got at some point, but I'm gonna have to like pack my bag like this. I've got a helmet from Assassin's Creed. I've got this Cyberpunk thing, but it's not gonna fit, so I'm gonna have to like pack my suitcase like that and then shut it. It's gonna be interesting. I've also got some like quantum cola bottles in there somewhere, which I feel like are gonna break and destroy everything I know. Anyway, so here, this is just a quick little view of where I've been staying. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. But now it's time to go home. Do some work probably. Don't know about that. Don't know about that. I'm very tired. Anyway, see you next time, bye.